Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day. I want to thank all the new subscribers. I want to thank all the new members. If you want to become a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will and becoming a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, if you are a gold member, that means that you get the videos first, you get a t-shirt, you get all these crazy things. And if you are a bronze or a silver member, you get be one of the first ones to get the videos. It's a cool deal. Just check it out. Go to my YouTube channel, click on join, follow the instructions, and there you go. There you go. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And wherever you get your podcast, you will find your man, Captain Will, living the dream, talking about the Gamecock women's basketball team. You are now, ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We saw the game on Tuesday night. We saw the blowout victory over a good Memphis basketball team. They are a solid basketball team. I mentioned before that they were 124th ranked in terms of net rating last season. They had a 9-9 conference record last season. They played a strength of schedule that was 75th in the country last season, which is solid, which is actually really good, really good. I can name a couple of teams right now who are ranked high in the AP poll, whereas their strength of schedule was lower than the Memphis Tigers. And seeing the game on Tuesday night, rewatching the game and looking at more intricacies of this basketball team, I have came up with a conclusion. I made a hypothesis about 6 months ago, maybe 7 months ago, that the 2024-2025 Gamecock basketball team was going to be the best that we've ever seen at the University of South Carolina. And I stand by that. The Lady Gamecocks are better this year than they were last year. Better than the 38-0 national championship team to be crowned three-time national champions. Better. How do you lose the number 3 overall pick in the WNBA draft and become a better basketball team? This is how you there's a few points, just a few points. How do you improve on a 3rd ranked offensive rating? That was the Gamecocks last season. Efficiency in Captain Will's mind matters. Some folks don't believe that. Some folks believe in volume shooting. And if you do volume shooting, it will lead you to the promised land. That's what some folks believe. It does lead to more brand deals. It does lead to more exposure, because in this social media era, I should say, we have a number of players playing women's basketball who are exceptional basketball players in college and WNBA. Exceptional basketball players. But some of those players aren't very efficient. You have players in college basketball who are doing amazing, who's on the commercials, who's on who's sponsored by huge, shoe companies and soft drinks and all these great things. And we ain't gonna call out names today, but if you a follower of Captain Will, you know what I'm talking about right now. We have players who may shoot 22 times in a basketball game. And of those 22 times, such player may only shoot or make 41% of their shots. That player also shoots 7 3-pointers in a game. And that player also might shoot 31% from the field. That thus player is being crowned as the next best thing, the best in college basketball. But if you shoot 41% from the field and you're taking 22 shots, or you shooting 7 3-pointers and you're only making 31% of them, does that make you the best player? It makes you a volume shooter. Take this for example. Carolina have multiple players that shoot over 41%. Carolina has multiple players that shoot over 31% from three. If a player, I would say like one of the most efficient basketball players in the country, Te-Hina Paopao. If Te-Hina Paopao shot 22 times per game, and Te-Hina Paopao shot 41%, she actually shoots 47%. And if Te-Hina Paopao shot 7 3-pointers a game, and of those 7 3-pointers a game, she hit 31%. Well, actually, she hit 47% last season, leading the country. They would be saying that this player in Te-Hina Paopao is the best player that ever lived. That's what they would be saying. That's not reality in college basketball right now. The era now is individualized. So you won't have Gamecock players getting those numbers because Gamecocks are a shared basketball team. Best team in the country, in the world last year. Okay. But in the individualized era, a lot of folks are thinking that what we're going to do with Kamilla Cardoso gone. Was she gone? Blah, 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 blah. Kamilla Cardoso, 3rd overall pick. What we're going to do? Gamecocks don't work kind of like that. It just don't work like that. Kamilla Cardoso averaged 25 minutes, 14 points, shot 59% from the field, and had an offensive rating of 128.6. That is sensational. That is amazing. That is wonderful. So how do you improve on being number 3? Well, you have a person like who I just spoke about, Te-Hina Paopao, who averaged 11 points, shot 46% from the field, 47% from 3, 85% from the free throw line, had a rating of 123.9 offensively. All those numbers will improve, and those numbers will improve because she's in the best shape of her life. If y'all saw on Tuesday, she looks unbelievable fit. She is confident. She has a point to prove because we have people, and ironically enough, we have Gamecock fans who are not as behind Te-Hina Paopao as much as I want. We have some folks on the social medias and stuff saying, "Oh, Te-Hina Paopao don't need to start." Okay. The best shooter in the country don't need to start. Got it. Understand. Well, Te-Hina Paopao this season is going to be exceptional. She was really good last year. This season, she's going to be amazing. I've been saying it for months that Te-Hina Paopao will use this 2024-2025 season and show all the doubters, all the naysayers that she is her. Next person we'll discuss is Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts had a solid year last year, 9 points, 54% from the field, 114.7 rating. Chloe Kitts has walked into the building and the light has came on. It has came on, and she has figured it out. Chloe Kitts on Tuesday had 15 points, 13 rebounds. Chloe Kitts. 6'2", 6'2", 6'3". Chloe Kitts was dominant against the Memphis Tigers. Chloe is smooth with it. She's smooth with it. She is going to be a dominant presence for the South Carolina women's basketball team this year, her junior year, really sophomore plus sophomore and a half year, but we're going to say her junior year. She's going to be amazing. The mid-range jumper for Chloe Kitts is deadly. Her efficiency under the post is noise. High-low game. She is a underrated passer. Chloe is going to be in conversations this upcoming season of SEC awards. She will. Last season, she played almost 20 minutes a game. Oh, that's going up. Chloe's going to play a lot this season. We're going to see a whole lot of Chloe Kitts this upcoming season. Another player that will help or maintain our offensive rate, number 3 in the country, is Tessa Johnson. Tessa had a really good year, midway. And then she went on turbo mode. She went in beast mode in the second half of the season in the SEC tournament, in the NCAA tournament, and went crazy. Finished with 7 points per game, 45% from field, 43% from 3, 86% from free throw line, 120.5 offensive rate. Those numbers are out of this world. Playing about 16 minutes a game. Tessa has picked up where she left off. We saw that on Tuesday. She looks in amazing shape. She is running all over the court. She knows where she's supposed to be. She is confident, and she is a very efficient offensive basketball player. One of the most efficient offensive basketball players on this team. Those numbers are only going to go up for Chloe Kitts and Tessa Johnson. Now, the X factor of all this stuff, the X factor is this player who jumped onto the scene on Tuesday night and let the whole country know who she is. And that's Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards, the number 3 ranked player according to ESPN, checks all the boxes. Joyce Edwards can finish at the rim. She is an aggressive player offensively and defensively. She had 6 offensive rebounds on Tuesday. That means she is going hard to the paint and using her 6'3" size and jumping ability to go get rebounds. I've mentioned before, I think in the show I did yesterday, that Joyce Edwards is a more athletic version of Angel Reese. I'm gonna change that up just a tad bit. Joyce Edwards in her freshman year is further along than Angel Reese were in her freshman year when she was at Maryland. This girl is special, man. And then what I also liked about Joyce Edwards was she went to the free throw line and she hit her free throws. I think she was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So if you get the rebound, you get these offensive rebounds, and you get fouled, you go to the free throw line and you hit them things. That means so much to me. That is so true. That is amazing in my heart. It really is. Offensively, we're gonna be better, and it's crazy for that thought, because I didn't mention multiple other players, so I think it's gonna be better. Raven, Sania. This team is scary offensively. It is. And in terms of defense, the number 1 defense in the country by a wide margin doesn't have to be number 1 per se. We don't have to have the defensive rating that we had last year. We don't. We don't. And honestly, to start the season, I wouldn't expect it. I would not expect South Carolina to have the defense that we displayed last year, because we are missing, at this point right now, 2 key players, two of the best defenders in the country, and Kamilla Cardoza and Ashlyn Watkins. Those are the facts. That is the reality of the situation. Those are the facts. And with Kamilla Cardoza, 2.5 blocks per game, her 73.0 defensive rating, her fifth in defensive win shares is going to the W. Ashlyn Watkins, we know the situation. We know everything's going on. Right now at this point, she has a court case on next week, next Friday, and we will get more clarity on what's going to happen with her. But her 2.4 blocks per game, her 68.2 defensive rating, which led the country in defensive rating, her being fourth in defensive win shares, is missed. We missed it against the Memphis Tigers. We did. We missed it. You can see that we missed her intimidation. We can see that we missed her defensive efficiency. We missed all those things. We missed them. When she comes back, which I believe she's going to come back sooner rather than later, everything will be back in terms, the force will be concealed again. We will be back in terms of being one of the best, if not the best defense in the country. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Expect defensive improvement from a couple of players, and those players are Te-Hina Paopao and Tessa Johnson. Yes, Cam Will, you talked about Te-Hina Paopao and Tessa Johnson being two of the most highly rated offensive players in the country in terms of offensive rating, and they were. But I also believe that Paopao and Tessa Johnson are going to make a jump in terms of defensive presence for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Te-Hina Paopao had a defensive rating of 85.1 this past season. That was better than any season she had at Oregon. This season, with Paopao being in the best shape of her life, is going to be a problem on defense. That 85.1 rating will definitely go down for Te-Hina Paopao. And with her in her fifth year in college basketball, going to the W in after the season, she will prove that she's not only a three-point shooter. She will prove that she's not only a jump shooter. She will prove that she is also a solid defender. In terms of Tessa Johnson, some of the things was just communication issues. Tessa Johnson is going to be a phenomenal defender. I believe that completely. Her 84.4 defensive rating was good. That's going to be much better this season. 6'1", can move, can switch on multiple positions. Tessa Johnson is going to be a problem this year on defense. You lose Kamilla. You lose at this point a Ashlyn Watkins, but you gain an improved Tessa. You gain an improved Paopao. And then do not underscore the presence of a player in Maryam Dauda or a player in Adhel Tac. Maryam Dauda averaged 2.2 blocks per game for Arkansas. Her defensive rating is 92. That will improve dramatically with this basketball team. It is. That's going to be improved. But Kamilla Cardoza averaged 2.5 blocks. Ashlyn Watkins averaged 2.4 blocks. Third in the SEC was Maryam Dauda at 2.2 blocks per game. That should not be underscored. A 6'4" shot blocking, shooting 32% from the three-point line is going to be a presence defensively. And Adhel Tac in her 7 minutes of play on Tuesday night was amazing to see, was wonderful. And shout out to her and her family for going through all the different things that was going on, injury-wise. It takes a toll on a person. It takes a toll on the family. And she showed and she proved that she can be an amazing player for the South Carolina Gamecocks, getting 6 points, 5 rebounds, and she is big, she's strong, she's a presence down low. She's going to be really good. She's going to be really good. And since I just did a shout out to her family, I wanted to shout out to homeboy named Xavier. I wasn't able to stop through when I was in Atlanta, but shout out to you, brother. Can't wait to meet you my next time up in Atlanta. And I'm going to send you a shirt really soon. He's a big follower, supporter of this program. And thank you for watching, brother. I really do appreciate it. The three-point shooting for the team. South Carolina was 39% from three. Was second in the country in three-point shooting. And returns, Tahina Paopao. Returns, Tessa Johnson. South Carolina has 5 players who shot over 35% from three. This is why South Carolina was so good at the three-point line. Now, when you have a player like Powell shot 47, Tessa shot 43, Breezy shot 39, Raven shot 35, Fulwiley shot 34. Now you got Dauda who shooting 32% from three. Oh, it's a situation where the numbers will go up. Just it ain't gotta go up much. It ain't gotta go up much because that 39%, almost 40% from the field. 40% from the three for the season is crazy. Those are crazy numbers. Any way you want to cut it, slice it, piece it together. But I expect those numbers to go up. I want Breezy to be over the 40% mark this upcoming season. I want Raven to be 38, 30, 39%. I really do. If Dauda will get open shots and her 6'4", she can get any shot she wants at the three-point line. If her percentage goes to like 35%, if Fulwiley shoots like 36%, 37%, those would be amazing for South Carolina. So I don't expect that to change whatsoever. Our guards can shoot. Our guards can shoot better than your guards. Especially when you play guards 30, 33, 35, 37 minutes a game. Y'all will get tired and y'all will get beat up on defense. Those are the facts. Expect improved free throw shooting for the South Carolina Gamecocks. And that's from and it's a hidden stat. And South Carolina was, shot 69% from the free throw line, 264th in the country. And this is the thing, right? In this offense, the bulk of the free throw shooters or attempts come from the bigs because we are inside out. Three-pointers, we are sensational. We 3rd in the country in three-pointers, 2nd in the country in three-pointers, and we're 264th in free throw shooting. We don't have bigs, with the exception now of Maryam Dauda, who shoot the three. Our percentage is sky high. And if our free throw shooting is low, because some of our bigs in the past did not shoot at the free throw line well. Cardoza had 4 attempts per game. She led the country. She led the team in attempts for South Carolina. 4 attempts per basketball game. And at a 66% rate, she hit her free throws. Second was Fulwiley. Fulwiley is going to get to the basket. Her game allows her to get to the basket. She is aggressive. She is special. And she averaged 2.7 attempts at the free throw line, shooting 78%. Amazing. You had Ashlyn Watkins, 2.6 attempts per game, but shot 56% from the free throw line. Those type stats bring the overall number down. Chloe shot 2.4 attempts per game at 69%. Feagin shot 1.7 attempts per game off 67%. What I'm saying to you is this: the players who shoot at a high percentage, Powell shot 85%. Tessa shot close to 83%. Those players aren't getting to the free throw line. Thus, you have a situation where our numbers in terms of overall free throw shooting is down. A more aggressive, a more composed, MiLaysia Fulwiley going from 2.7 attempts and let's say 3.5 attempts per game, shooting 78%, our numbers will go up more. Okay? Kamilla Cardoza, you take out Kamilla Cardoza, and at this point right now, you take out Ashlyn Watkins and you insert a really good free throw shooter like a Joyce Edwards, the numbers will go up. If Joyce Edwards get, I don't know, go to the free throw line. Let's say if Joyce Edwards get 4 attempts per game, if she leads the team in attempts and has a high free throw percentage, that percentage will be improved. It will. I expect Pow to go to the free throw line more. I expect Tessa to go to the free throw line more. You talking about 2 players. I want to say Tessa averaged 1.5 attempts per game, and Powell averaged like a little over 1. Little over 1. Raven averaged about 1 attempt per game. Those numbers go up, our percentage go up as well. But real talk, way too much emphasis on this basketball team in terms of free throw shooting. We do. We have to complain about something, so we'll complain about free throw shooting. I would take being the second-ranked team in three-point shooting and being the 260th team, which I believe we will not, I know we will not be that this season, every day of the week. I will. This team is better than last season. Better than last season. This team will go down as the best team South Carolina has ever had and will crown to be champions at the end of the season. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.